Welcome all. This is our lecture 19 and today's topic is conciliation. It's also a process of ADR. So as this is a process of ADR, that some relation with other processes should be equal. That is, it have some processes that will try to settle any dispute without going to court. It's like something like, not same like, there's something like arbitration. In the arbitration we will appoint an arbitrator to final an issue, and in the process of conciliation we will appoint a neutral person, that is conciliator. Conciliation is an ADR process, as I told you. In this, a conciliator whom conciliators who meets with the parties both separately and together. This is the difference from arbitration. In conciliation, that is, in this process, the conciliator will meet both separately and the together with the parties to resolve any differences on any dispute. They do this by lowering tensions, improving communications, interpreting issues, encouraging parties to explore potential solutions, and assisting parties in finding a mutually acceptable outcomes. It means all the ADR process have a motive, then try to find a mutually acceptable outcome on which both the parties should agree. Like mediation, conciliation is a voluntary. It means it's not binding, it's a voluntary process, flexible, confidential, and interest-based process. The parties seek to reach an amicable dispute settlement with the assistance of the conciliator, who acts as a neutral third party. It means here the two parties will select a third party which will assist both the parties to settle any issue. Now we will see what's the difference between conciliation and arbitration. The conciliation differs from arbitration in that the conciliation process in and of itself has no legal standing. It means the arbitration has legal standing, but the conciliation has no any legal standing. It's the all the process will up to the parties. Okay, this will only help the parties to settle any issue, will not provide any judgment or any other means. And the conciliator usually has no authority to seek evidence or call witnesses. It means the conciliator has no authority to seek evidence, witnesses, and usually writes no decision and makes no awards. Okay, it will only help the parties to settle the issue without any legal standing. Arbitration has the legal standing also, and the arbitrator can seek evidence, call the witness as well, and write the decision also. Now the difference between conciliation and mediation. The conciliation differs from mediation in that in conciliation, often the parties are in need of restoring or repairing a relationship, either personal or business. It means the conciliation will proceed only when both the parties or the parties in the dispute, they also want to settle the issues. The issues can be personal or any business. Okay, now there are some benefits to use it. The conciliation ensures party autonomy. It means they can choose the timing by itself, the language, place, structure, and the content of conciliation proceedings. The parties can choose this. Second one is conciliation ensures the expertise of the decision maker. It means they will select any third party that will be the expert of that particular issue. The parties are free to select their conciliator. A conciliator does not have a specific professional background. They can select anyone who have some expertise to settle the issues. The parties may base their selection on criteria such as experience, professional and personal expertise, ability, availability, language, and cultural skills. A conciliator should be impartial and independent. This is the main requirement. This is same as like in arbitration, mediation, collaborative law. All these, this is the main point. Then the mediator, then the third party should be impartial and independent. The third one is conciliation is time and cost efficient. Due to the information and flexible nature of conciliation proceedings, they can be conducted in a time and cost efficient manner. Okay. As in this, the parties can also choose the process of online meetings, etc. Okay. The fourth one is conciliation ensures confidentiality. The parties usually agree on confidentiality. It means they will settle the issues, then the information out that cannot be spread over in the market. Okay, disputes can be settled discreetly and business secrets will remain confidential. What are the issues? What are the differences between the parties? That should be confidential. So this was our conciliation process. Prepare your notes as well and study it.